what's up everybody? Welcome to Geeked Out. I'm Steven, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dead Space 3 from EA and Visceral Games. Alright guys, so I got a chance to look at Dead Space 3, and one of the first things I want to say is that I'm trying to create a new system here of grading and everything, so kind of bear with me and let's see how it goes. Alright, so everybody out there should already know pretty much what Dead Space is about. You're in space, things are dead, you have to survive. But in case you guys don't know, I will give you guys a quick recap. You play as Isaac. He is the main protagonist from the first two Dead Space games. And of course in this one he is back. He is brought into the mix when his ex-girlfriend goes missing and he has to go and try to rescue her and figure out what's going on with the Necromorphs. There is a new villain here trying to get a hold of the Necromorph technology style thing and take over the world, same as always. So you are Isaac trying to stop that. Alright, so some of the first things I want to talk about are that the graphics in this game are really done well. There are some really good graphics in this game. It actually makes you appreciate the atmosphere. It's very atmospheric and it looks beautiful. Although some of the enemies do lack detail, Isaac and his co-op partner Culver do have some amazing detail on their suits, and the overall atmosphere in the game has really good graphics, and that is something that I really appreciate in it. The other thing that's really amazing in this game is the sound design. The sound design in this game is so amazing. Dead Space, I believe, has always done a great job with that sound design. They are able to do wind and creaks and screeches in the background and all these crazy things, and it's always worked very well. And that's one thing that people can appreciate about Dead Space, is that they do great and amazing sound design. Alright, so I know people out there are a bit worried and they know that the new Dead Space game isn't going to be scary because it's co-op and they're going in a more action route, but sometimes that's a good thing. For some people, playing the old Dead Space games, it made people less attractive to play the game because the game was too scary for them to play and they didn't want to take steps because they knew it was going to be too scary. This takes some of those elements away. I want to say the Visceral Games and EA did a great job of mixing in the horror elements, mixed in with some great action scenes. And going back to graphics, this game has some amazing cinematic things. Like, cinematics in this game are very beautiful to watch. You just stay there and are in awe of exactly what's happening, and that's an amazing thing to have. So the overall story is a pretty basic sci-fi story, but I have to say that some of the G4 moments where you're floating in space do work very well. I mean, this game, when you're floating through space and flying, it feels so really amazingly cool. And I'm not sure, but I haven't played many games that make you feel this way when you are in space, and I want to give a lot of respects to Dead Space for doing that and making me feel like I'm floating through space. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay. The gameplay for this game is overall a pretty good gameplay. Shooting feels really good in this game. It makes things more accurate, and the guns really do feel different. You feel the difference in the guns when you are crafting. One of the things that doesn't work very well in this game is the cover mechanic. I feel the cover mechanic is a bit broken and it could have been fixed. The dodge mechanic to me works very well. It's a great thing to feel when you are being crowded by enemies and you just somehow make it out of there because of the cover mechanic, or because of the dodge mechanic actually. So those things work very well. So now I want to get to the fun factor. The fun factor in this game is there's a lot of fun to be had in this game, and there's a lot of fun to be had in the co-op game. I know a lot of people have been iffy on the co-op because they were not sure if the co-op was going to be very well. But the co-op actually works very good in this game, and it is probably way more fun than the single player. The reason I say that is because playing in co-op, you just experience new things. There's actually like 3 to 4 optional missions that only the co-op people can experience, and some of these co-op missions are very amazing. It does this cool, amazing asymmetrical co-op thing, which pretty much means that one player will see things that the other player cannot. And those optional missions really work well, and they're just so much fun, and it's so cool to experience that with your partner. It's an amazing thing to witness. On to the crafting. The crafting in this game is very cool. They added it this year, And the crafting actually allows for you to pretty much have a completely different weapon at every time. You and your co-op partner will probably never have a weapon that's similar, and it's actually really, really cool when you get to these points of crafting, going out of your way to find these extra weapon pieces to bring back to the bench and just create an amazing, amazing new gun. And I want to give a lot of praise to doing that because they do it so well that I wasn't exactly sure how that was going to work, but it works really, really well. This is a game that I would highly recommend that you play twice because the single player campaign and the co-op campaign have so many things that are different about them. Although they do have a similar ending, it's still very fun and it allows you to go and explore the different things that you might have missed. And although the game is not as scary as all the other Dead Space games, this game still does have some very tense, very scary moments. Although they're not crazy scary like they were before, they're still pretty tense and they're very good to play with. Another great thing is the puzzles. There's some amazing puzzles here, although they're not as creative as they could be. The puzzles are still pretty fun, especially when you're doing with co-op. There are fun puzzles here to be had. So I just want you guys to know that this game is a very fun game to play. If you've ever played any of the Mass Effect games, it has a very Mass Effect 3 feel to it. And I know people are not going to say that, but I think it has a very Mass Effect 3 feel to it with a bit of horror elements into it. So pretty much what I'm saying is that this is a fun game to play. If you are not sure about playing this game with a single player, I do recommend that you highly play this game on a co-op level. Play with a friend, have a blast with that. The co-op is really, really fun, and I definitely recommend that this game be played in co-op, single player. So although the game isn't what all the Dead Space fans wanted it to be, you cannot say this game is bad. I've seen people online saying that this game is horrible and they completely butchered the game, and that is a lie. This game is not butchered. This game is fun. This game is a blast. If you have a friend, a brother, a sister, anybody to play this game with, I recommend you play with them because although it still is it's still fun playing by yourself, playing with a friend is absolutely a blast. Me and my brother, we had a blast playing this game. There was so much to do. There were so many moments of death. There's scenes where one of you will have something happen to you and you will just completely freak out. The game is fun, and I just want everybody out there to know that don't believe the hype or what everybody's saying that the game was butchered. The game is fun, and if you want a good action game with some scary elements in it, I do highly recommend that you play Dead Space 3. That is why I am giving Dead Space 3 a 4 out of 5. Because I think that the Geeked Out score has to be 4 out of 5 because the game is just that much fun. And I actually can't wait to play some more, and that's all I have to say, guys. Alright guys, so I hope you like my review. Make sure you guys check out my other reviews to other movies, comic books, video games. Just check out all those things. Make sure you guys join my contests. I'm having a couple contests out right now. Video game, comic book, movies, Blu-rays, all that good stuff. I have all those contests running. Hope you guys are able to check it out. And as always guys, geek out about anything. Don't worry what it's about. Just have fun, alright guys? Alright, see you guys later.